What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is Saturday over here. Bitcoin not doing too much today as usual on weekends. There could be exceptions, but we'll watch out for those exceptions. On this post, we're going to be talking about the recent Bitcoin pump, how this could affect the overall crypto markets. A lot of the altcoins here has been getting a little bit of that pump as well. But the main topic today would be about Bone Shibaswap. Bone, see what's going on in this market. Is it alive? Could there be some upside potential? How big is that potential in the short term? Going to be talking about some downside potential as well. Just gotta be realistic. So also going to be taking a look into some key price levels this coin needs to break in order to go either direction. I'm going to give you guys some of my personal sentiment and opinions on this market later in this video, so make sure to stay around for that. Of course, none of what I'm saying here is financial advice. It's purely my personal opinions and speculations. I am not a financial advisor, nor am I an elite trader of any sorts, even though I am a profitable trader who's been able to keep most of my profits in the last bear markets, but I'm looking to crush it here for the next bull cycle. So if you guys feel the same way, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Let's get right into the charts. So we do have Bone USDT here, currently at about a little over 80 cents. Let's take a look into the weekly time frame as I usually do. I want to see just what's going on kind of the medium term here, right? So based on this weekly time frame, we get a little bit of a weird shape here, right? It looks like the price action here kind of had I wouldn't say a failed cup and handle, right? I mean, you could call this a W, but, I don't really make too much of this kind of W's. I kind of look for, W's with, with a long downtrend. Before that, but as you guys can see, there hasn't really been a long downtrend. That's just a little side note in what I'm looking for. So I'm not going to consider this as a double bottom. You guys let me know what you think. Because even if you call this a double bottom, you're still gonna have to consider this as the trend line, as the neckline here at about $2.10 or $2.40 here, right? In that area. So I'm just going to say, simplify this. This was a kind of a failed cup and handle on the left side here. Could be potentially developing another cup and handle on this right side here, right? So it's going to be the same thing. You're still going to take this, very similar measurements, right? Down to this bottom instead of this bottom, right? So I'm going to consider this. That is just me, my personal opinion. Right, so it seems like on this weekly time frame on this right side here that a cup and handle is still developing, so it's not really developed. Of course, things could change, right? To the downside as well, but we'll get to that in a little bit. So, not really a developed cup and handle. I'll follow up on this post if enough of you guys want to see it. Drop a like, comment, subscribe if you guys want to see it. Now, let's take a look into a shorter time frame here. The daily, not even the daily, because we don't have three close wicks touching on the bottom trend line here. Let's take a look into even the 12-hour, because this is kind of a recent trend, right? So on this 12-hour time frame, we do see a falling wedge pattern, right? Which usually breaks to the upside. Falling wedges, let's take a measure target out of this falling wedge right here, which is measured by taking the opening of the pattern and then putting it on top of the breakout points. In this case, it was right here, right? It didn't really look like too bullish of a breakout here, but I mean, it did break this pattern. So I'm gonna consider it, right? I could very well be wrong. So you guys let me know. But it did break out on September 14th out of this pattern, okay? And based on that breakout point, I am seeing a measure target of just right below $1.50, $1.48-ish, right? Just in that area, $1.50 area. That's what I'm gonna call it, right? Now, measure targets are estimates only. They are not an automatic move that it will, go to that price level. Okay, do your Google searches on what measure targets mean, what falling wedges mean. Basically, all these trading concepts I am talking about here, it is public knowledge. Go and verify and learn TA for yourself, because at the end of the day, that's what's most important. Be able to judge it for yourself and not having to listen to what others, when it comes to trading, right? You want it to just be able to take control. Now, that is basically what I'm looking at here on the upside. Let's take a look into some key price levels. Since we are on the 12-hour time frame here, let's name the 12-hour major moving averages here, right? The 12-hour 21 is about 88 cents area. 12-hour 50 SMA is about $1.08 area, the gray line. 12-hour 200 is about $1.15 area. Let's come up to these higher time frames. Daily time frame, $1 area for the 21 SMA. $1.10 area for the 200 SMA. I would just say $1.20. I would say $1.30 area. $1.25 area for the 50 SMA. Okay, which is the gray line. Now, do note that these are just some noticeable key price levels to be paying attention to, which are moving averages. Okay, if you guys want to get any further into detail about what other resistances are, you guys can check past trading history depending on the time frame that you guys emphasize or trading on, right? Since for time's sake, for the resistance, I'm just gonna name the moving averages. Now, the 3-day 200 SMA is currently at about 95 cents area. 50 SMA, $1.05 area. Daily the 3-day 21 SMA is about $1.25 area. Weekly 21 is at about $1.05 area. Weekly 50 SMA is about $1.10 area. We don't have the weekly 200 on this market. Still pretty new. We don't have a monthly moving average here either. So let's move on to the downside, the potential downside. That is still very possible. Okay. Even though I think Bitcoin is going to drive a lot of this market, but it does not look like it really had an effect on this market, right? For the past week, where Bitcoin has been pumping, and I've seen quite a bit of the altcoins been pumping, but it did not look like it has trickled down to this. So that is a note to consider, right? So that is the upside idea. Let's take a look into the downside scenario. Okay, but before we do, if you guys have made it this far into this video, thank you very much. If you guys don't already have a Webull account, but want to get some free stocks, make sure to check out my referral link down below. They're still giving away free stocks valued up to $3,000. Terms and conditions do apply when you guys open an account and deposit $100 into trading accounts. So if you guys are going to trade anyways, might as well get some free stocks. I have used Webull, and I liked using them to trade both cryptos and US stocks, okay? But with any one exchange, I would not put most or all my money into any one exchange. I personally diversify my funds across different exchanges. In case one goes down, I don't get wrecked. If that sounds like that's something that makes sense to you, check out my referral link down below. I will also get a referral bonus if you guys sign up using that link. Let's take a look into the downside here. immediately here, well, on the downside, we're gonna name past trading history, okay, because we don't have any major moving averages beneath the price action, so we're gonna defer to past trading history, okay. Immediately, okay, on this daily time frame, if you break this 70, about this 80 cent area here, that's not gonna look good for this breakout, okay. If you break this 80 cent area, the last candle here was about 79 cents ish, okay, still in that area, right? But if you start making if you start breaching 79 cents, that's not gonna look too good for this breakout, and it could potentially invalidate it. In that case, we're gonna have to revisit this post and rechart to see what we're looking at instead. Let's take a look into the weekly time frame here. Since this is a more recent trend, let's come over to the weekly time frame. And let's see if we can get any other ideas. Let's go to the monthly. It's still too messy. Okay. So 80 cents area would be immediately your key support. If you break that, if you start breaching 79 cents, we could be looking at something else that's not the falling wedge, right? The next level down would be about 75 cents area coming from this monthly candle from about October last year, right? 75 cents area. Next one down, about 70 cents area, okay? And then I would say about that 65 cent area, okay? So quite a bit of support. You got 80 cents, 75, 70, 65. So basically all the even numbers. Well, I mean, you know, the round numbers. Like 65, like 5, 10, 15, right? So that's basically what I'm looking at. If price action starts breaching those levels, we're going to have to revisit this market and see what's doing instead. But that is basically what I'm seeing here. Let's take a look into what could potentially go on in Bitcoin here. I'm going to go over Bitcoin in a little bit more detail in this post because this is the first post of the day. So I can refer later viewers back to this video and I can save time. All right, so what we've been trying to stay away from as bulls, right, is this double top pattern, right? It has been, so it looks like the price action has been has been staying away from this, right? We had last couple of weeks basically coming pretty close. This is the weekly time frame, coming really close, not really doing too much, right? If you were shorting, if you were scalping altcoins, with a very quick scalp, you probably had some pretty good luck. I did, and I just started trying that as well with futures, right? So when Bitcoin was just on this kind of mini downtrend here, that was a pretty good opportunity to short some altcoins with good setups, right? But now it looks like the price action is reversing, so I have exited a lot of those shorts and turned them into longs, right? Not financial advice, of course. If you guys don't know what you're doing, do you want to learn the charts first? Do you want to practice with smaller amounts, right? Before going big? I mean, I've tried that, just putting money into the market blindly just because I'm feeling overexcited. Yeah, I've been there and it's been painful, right? Get the knowledge first, get the experience first, get the consistency, and just get down to knowledge before doing anything big, right? So let's go back to the chart here. So price action here on Bitcoin does look like it's you know, it's pulling away from that that bottom trend line there. So it's looking pretty good at this moment. Of course, things can change very quickly, especially in this crypto market, right? And as mentioned, on this 4-hour time frame, price action has broken out of this falling wedge pattern, which usually breaks to the upside. Measure target is going to be about 29.2K. Let me straighten up this line real quick. It didn't. We have 29.2K area, right? Quite a bit of resistance, major resistance at about that 28K level. You have your weekly moving averages, your monthly moving averages. Those are your bigger moving averages in that range. You got some smaller moving averages coming down, but you know, I don't think it's as major. Of course, you can still get rejected. And further downside could, you know, come about. So just gotta pay attention here. Don't snooze. If you're trading, especially, right? Or if you're a beginner trader. Since it has broken out of this falling wedge pattern, price action is running within this rising channel pattern, which usually breaks to the downside. Let's see if this is one of those exceptions, because if it is, that's going to look really good, at least in the short term, for Bitcoin and a lot of the altcoins here. Now, if you guys want to see more posts on Bone Shibaswap, make sure to drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe. I will bring you guys a follow-up to this post if enough of you guys want to see it. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. See you guys later.